Kennedy. It's certainly good to be back with you all, and it's just the time of the year that you'd like to stand at the podium, I can tell you that. It means that you're playing for a state championship, means you're going to be playing against the best this state has to offer, and certainly Jesuit High School presents that to us on Friday night. Had the opportunity to watch the game Saturday, and you could not walk away from that stadium without being impressed with really, honestly, the entire atmosphere that was there. The Jesuit people and their support of their team and the way their team performed was just flawless. The quarterback was about as on target as any quarterback I've seen play in prep high school sports in a game of that magnitude in a long, long time. And he was just fabulous that night. But I think their whole team played that way. They had a great intensity at the line of scrimmage. They were able to offset the size differential between the two teams and played with great intensity, and I thought that was a big difference in the ballgame. So we're looking forward to the opportunity to play them. Obviously, they have a great history, 150 years of history, but that gives them some advantage in terms of being able to draw on the traditions of Jesuit High School from years past. And I know they're going to be playing for a lot of people, and that's important. Our team will do the same. We will draw on the tradition that we have and the intensity that we have in terms of representing our community and our players of the past and our alumni. So it's exactly what you want a high school football game to be about. 8:30 Friday night. Miracles do never cease, but it'll be a miracle if it goes off at 8:30. But if it does, that would be great. The only good thing about it is I'll get a reprieve from Ed Daniels on Friday Night Football. I have no idea how the show will come off. Based on past performances, it'll be wild in that room without me being there. But it's a good problem to have. Our football team is a little bumped and a little bruised, as I'm sure Jesuit has a few guys that are bumped and bruised. Welcome to the 14th week of very stiff competition. And so those guys that can play will have to kind of overcome a little pain and be able to go out and play and perform to the best of their ability. And then if there's a young man that can't, then we need to take up the mantle and play for them. And because that's where their heart, that's where their soul wants to be. I think a lot of times we are remiss in not having you understand that this is not something that started in August. Jesuit High School and John Curtis High School, along with many others, have played and prepared for this particular opportunity back in January of last year. So there's a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of effort that goes into this. Mark touched on it with the coaching staff, the sacrifices they make, the sacrifices their family makes, and not having time to be with their family. Saturday night, 3 of my grandchildren, Jeff's children, had a birthday party. We had 3 within a couple of weeks of each other over the course of the years, and he told his wife, "You do realize that I'll be the only staff member here at the birthday party." And of course, they were all invited, and she was exactly right. There was one John Curtis staff member at the birthday party, and that was Jeff, and I'm not sure he wanted to be, but he didn't say that to his wife. So, anyway, it is a tremendous honor to play for a state championship, and we're looking forward to that opportunity. I'll be glad to open it up to any questions. Anybody have any questions they'd like to ask? I was going to ask Mark what he was going to run defensively, but I didn't think that'd be appropriate. If one of you guys want to get him back up and ask,
I'll trade you.
We'll just trade it. Save us a lot of headaches between now and then.
Throw the film out.
Any questions? Yes, sir.
I was going to say, if y'all do that trade offensive defense, because you ran the same thing for the last 50 years.
You know, Jesuit does what they do, Billy. They really do, and they do it well. And I don't think they're going to come out in a single wing or come out in trips and go. Is it?
Come on, man.
They're going to do what they do, and they're going to execute it, and they're going to do it well. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to come out and do what we do and try to execute it. And hopefully play well in the kicking game and give us an opportunity to create some field position. There's no secrets in football, really isn't. People make too big a deal out of it. It's a matter of being consistent, trying to create field position and just out execute your opponent at some point. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
The matchups as they came down, especially the select classification, is something that is a great endorsement for high school football in the New Orleans area. I'd like to have your thoughts about that.
The matchup with two New Orleans teams, I think it's tremendous. You know, I just think that it's going to bring a huge crowd to the Dome, which is great for high school football. There's going to be a lot of enthusiasm for it. My only disappointment is that it won't be the state championship for the whole state. I've made that comment before, and I'll make it again. It's Friday night. One of us is going to be extremely happy. One of us is going to be disappointed. But the next Friday and Saturday night, they're going to decide another one, and everybody's going to wonder who was the best. And I'd like that to be settled on the field, and the best team comes to the top, and that excitement is what really is unparalleled in high school football. But to have two New Orleans area teams playing in this game, I think is really going to make it an exceptional atmosphere in the Dome Friday night. Yes, sir.
How long are you to keep coaching?
How long am I going to keep coaching? You know what? I enjoy doing it. I don't know another way to say that. If it comes to the point that I can't enthusiastically do what I do, then I won't do it. It's that simple. That's a very simple rule that I have. If I can't do it with all of my heart, all of my soul, I'm just not going to do it. Life's too short for that. I lost a 31-year-old niece this year to cancer. And it just reinforced what I know. And that is that what you do, you need to do to serve your fellow man, because that's what God asked us to, created us to do. And you better do something that you love that's going to be beneficial to the community and to the young people that you serve. And if I get to the point that I can't do that effectively, then I'll go work for Ronnie Lamarck and make a lot of money. Anybody else?
Coach, I'd like to sign you up.
Forget about that game, and I can pay that.
1964, you and I played against each other in the Aluminum Bowl.
The Aluminum Bowl, that's right. There's nobody here remembers that but you and I, Ronnie.
And that's, you know, I'm an Arabian that I made a foundation. Anyway, but you played that, and here you are now coaching and doing a magnificent job. I took another profession. My hair's a little grayer, Coach, and you look young. It looks like you should be able to coach another 30 years. So, compliments to you.
I thank you very much. By the way, Ronnie played for a guy named Bobby Nuss, and I played for a guy named Bob Whitman. And those two men, I would tell you, had as much influence in my life as anyone outside of our fathers, outside of my father. And I can't tell you how important it is to have your young people around quality individuals in their teenage years, because it's formative. And it goes along with your question. If I can't do that and be an impact in their lives, then again, I'll go work for a night. Hey, thank you.